Hello everyone. Today we will see the complete NEET physics syllabus, that is the syllabus for 11th and 12th. So the syllabus of physics for NEET comprises of physics syllabus for class 11th and physics syllabus for class 12th. So we will see them unit by unit. Okay. So if we see the physics syllabus for class 11th, it has total 10 units, whereas the physics syllabus for class 12th has total 9 units. So a total of 19 units are there. Let's see them one by one. So the unit 1 is physical world and measurement, and the topics are physics, scope and excitement, nature of physical laws, physics, technology and society. Then need for measurement, units of measurement, system of units, SI units, fundamental and derived units, length, mass and time measurements, accuracy and precision of measuring instruments, errors in measurement, significant figures, dimensions of physical quantities, then dimensional analysis and its applications. So it was the first unit. Now the second unit is kinematics, and the detailed syllabus is frame of reference, motion in a straight line, position time graph, speed and velocity, uniform and non-uniform motion, average speed and instantaneous velocity, uniformly accelerated motion, velocity time and position time graphs for uniformly accelerated motion. That is graphical treatment only. And the next topic is elementary concepts of differential and integration for describing motion. Elementary concepts of differentiation and integration for describing motion. Scalar and vector quantities, position and displacement vectors, general vectors, general vectors and notation, equality of vectors, multiplication of vectors by a real number, addition and subtraction of vectors, then relative velocity. Next subtopic is unit vectors, resolution of a vector in a plane rectangular component. Scalar and vector products of vectors, motion in a plane, cases of uniform velocity and uniform acceleration, projectile motion, uniform circular motion. So it was the second unit, kinematics. Now moving on to unit 3, that is laws of motion. And the detailed syllabus is, first topic is intuitive concept of force, inertia, Newton's first law of motion, momentum and Newton's second law of motion, impulse, then Newton's third law of motion, law of conservation of linear momentum and its application. The next topic is equilibrium of concurrent forces, static and kinetic friction, laws of friction, rolling friction, lubrication. Next topic is dynamics of uniform circular motion, centripetal force, examples of circular motion. Vehicle on level circular road and vehicle on banked road. So it was the unit 3, laws of motion, and the next unit is unit 4, work, energy and power. And the detailed syllabus is, first topic, work done via constant force and variable force, kinetic energy, work energy theorem and power. Next topic is notion of potential energy of a spring, conservative forces, conservation of mechanical energy, kinetic and potential energies, non-conservative forces, motion in a vertical circle, elastic and inelastic collisions in 1 and 2 dimensions. So it was the unit 4. Now next one is the unit 5. that is motion of system of particles and rigid body. And the detailed syllabus is: first topic, center of mass of a two particle system, momentum conservation and center of mass motion, center of mass of a rigid body, center of mass of uniform rod. Next topic is momentum of a force, torque, angular momentum, conservation of angular momentum with some examples. Next topic, equilibrium of rigid bodies, rigid body rotation and equation of rotational motion, comparison of linear and rotational motions, moment of inertia, radius of gyration, value of mi for simple geometrical objects. No derivation required. Then statement of parallel and perpendicular axis theorem and their applications. This was the unit 5, motion of system of particle and rigid body. Now the next chapter is unit 6, gravitation. First topic is Kepler's law of planetary motion, the universal law of gravitation, acceleration due to gravity and its variation with altitude and depth, gravitational potential energy, gravitational potential, then escape velocity, orbital velocity of a satellite, then geostationary satellites. Next unit is unit 7, that is properties of bulk matter. First topic, elastic behavior, stress strain relationship, Hooke's law, Young's modulus, bulk modulus, shear, modulus of rigidity, Poisson's ratio, elastic energy. Next topic is viscosity, Stokes law, terminal velocity, Reynolds number, streamline and turbulent flow, critical velocity, Bernoulli's theorem and its applications. Then surface energy and surface tension, angle of contact, excess of pressure, application of surface tension ideas to drop, bubbles and capillary rise. Next topic is heat, temperature, thermal expansion of solids, liquids and gases, anomalous expansion, then specific heat capacity, that is Cp, then Cv, calorimetry, change of state, latent heat. Next topic is heat transfer, conduction and thermal conductivity, convection and radiation, qualitative ideas of black body radiation, Wein's displacement law and greenhouse effect. Next topic is Newton's law of cooling and Stephen's law. This was unit 7. Now moving on to unit 8. Unit 8 is thermodynamics. First topic is thermal equilibrium and definition of temperature. That is zeroth law of thermodynamics. Heat, work and internal energy. First law of thermodynamics. Isothermal and adiabatic processes. Then second law of thermodynamics, reversible and irreversible processes, heat engines and refrigerators. Unit 9, behavior of perfect gas and kinetic theory. First topic, equation of state of perfect gas, work done on compressing a gas, then kinetic theory of gases, assumptions, concept of pressure, kinetic energy and temperature, degree of freedom, law of equipartition of energy, that is statement only, and application to specific heat capacities of gases, concept of mean free path. Now the last unit, that is unit 10, oscillations and waves. First topic is periodic motion, period, frequency displacement as a function of time, periodic functions, simple harmonic motion and its equation, phase, oscillations of a spring restoring force and force constant, energy in simple harmonic motion, kinetic and potential energies, simple pendulum, derivation of expression for its time period, free forces and damped oscillations. That is qualitative ideas only. and resonance. Then wave motion, longitudinal and transverse waves, speed of wave motion, displacement relation for a progressive wave, principle of superposition of waves, reflection of waves, standing waves in strings and organ pipes, fundamental mode and harmonics, beats and Doppler effect. So this was the syllabus for 11th class, all 10 units. Now we will see the 9 units of class. This was the syllabus of 11th class, total 10 units. Now we will see the syllabus of 12th class, total 9 units. So first unit is electrostatics, second unit is current electricity, third unit is magnetic effect of current and magnetism, fourth unit is electromagnetic induction and alternating currents, fifth unit is electromagnetic waves, sixth unit is optics, that is wave optics and ray optics. Then the seventh unit is dual nature of matter and radiation. Eighth unit is atoms and nuclei. Ninth unit is electronic devices. And this is the last unit. So we will now see the detailed syllabus. Starting from the chapter unit 1, that is electrostatics. Electric charges and their conservation. Coulomb's law, force between two-point charges, forces between multiple charges, superposition principle, and continuous charge distribution. Next topic, electrical field. Electrical field due to a point charge, electrical field lines, electrical dipole, electrical field due to a dipole, torque on a dipole in uniform electric field. Then electric flux, statement of Gauss theorem and its applications to find field due to infinitely long straight wire, uniformly charged infinite plane sheet and uniformly charged thin spherical shell. Field inside shell and outside. Next topic is electric potential. Potential difference. Electric potential due to a point charge, a dipole and a system of charges. Equipotential surfaces. Electrical potential energy of a system of two-point charges and of electric dipoles in an electrostatic field. Conductors and insulators. Free charges and bound charges inside a conductor. Dielectrics and electric polarization. Capacitors and capacitance. Combination of capacitors in series and in parallel. Capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor with and without dielectric medium between the plates. Energy stored in a capacitor and Van de Graaff generator. So this was the chapter 1. Now unit 2, that is current electricity. First topic is electric current, flow of electric charges and metallic conductor, drift velocity and mobility and their relation with electric current, Ohm's law, electrical resistance, VI characteristic, linear and nonlinear, electrical energy and power, electrical resistivity and conductivity, then carbon resistors, color code of carbon resistors, series and parallel combination of resistors, temperature dependence of resistance, then internal resistance of a cell, potential difference and EMF of a cell, combination of cells in series and in parallel, Kirchhoff's law and simple applications, Wheatstone bridge, meter bridge, potentiometer principle and application to measure potential difference and for comparing EMF of two cells, measurement of internal resistance of a cell. Then unit 3, magnetic effect of current and magnetism. Concept of magnetic field, Oersted's experiment, Biot-Savart law and its application to current carrying circular loop. Then Ampere's law and its application to infinitely long straight wire, straight and toroidal solenoids, force on a moving charge in uniform magnetic and electric field, and cyclotron, force on current carrying conductor in a uniform magnetic field, force between two parallel current carrying conductors, definition of Ampere. Torque experienced by a current loop in a magnetic field. Moving coil galvanometer, its current sensitivity and conversion to ammeter and voltmeter. Current loop is a magnetic dipole and its magnetic dipole moment. Magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron. Magnetic field intensity due to a magnetic dipole, that is bar magnet, along its axis and perpendicular to its axis. Torque on a magnetic dipole, that is bar magnet, in a uniform magnetic field. Bar magnet as an equivalent solenoid. Magnetic field lines, Earth's magnetic field, and magnetic elements. Para, di, and ferromagnetic substances with examples. Electromagnetic and factors affecting their strengths. And permanent magnets. Unit 4, Electromagnetic induction and alternating currents. And the subtopics are electromagnetic induction, Faraday's law, induced EMF and current, Lenz's law, eddy currents, self and mutual inductance. Next topic is alternating currents, peak and RMS value of alternating currents or voltages, reactance and impedance, LC oscillations, that is qualitative treatment only, LCR series circuit, resonance, power and AC circuits, Wattles current, AC generator and transformer. Then unit 5, electromagnetic waves, need for displacement current, electromagnetic waves and their characteristics, qualitative idea only, transverse nature of electromagnetic waves, electromagnetic spectrum, that is radio waves, microwaves, infrared, visible, ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma rays. This much only. No other frequency bands are there, including elementary facts about their uses. Unit 6, optics, that is ray optic and wave optic. First topic is reflection of light, spherical mirrors, mirror formula, refraction of light, total internal reflection and its application, optical fibers, refraction at spherical surfaces, lenses, thin lens formula, lens maker's formula, magnification, power of a lens, combination of thin lenses in contact, combination of a lens and a mirror, refraction and dispersion of light through a prism, scattering of light, blue color of the sky, and reddish appearance of the sun at sunrise and sunset. Then optical instruments, human eye, image formation and accommodation, correction of eye defects, myopia and hypermetropia using lenses, microscopes and astronomical telescopes, reflecting and refracting, and their magnifying powers. Then wave optics, wavefront and Huygens principle, reflection and refraction of plane wave at a plane surface using wavefronts, proof of law of reflection and refraction using Huygens principle. Interference, Young's double hole experiment and expression for fringe width, coherent sources and sustained interference of light, diffraction due to a single slit, width of central maximum, resolving power of microscopes and astronomical telescopes, polarization, plane polarized light, Brewster's law, use of plane polarized light and polaroids. Then unit 7, dual nature of matter and radiation. Dual nature means the particle nature and wave nature. First topic is photoelectric effect, Hertz and Lenard's observations, Einstein's photoelectric equation, particle nature of light. Matter waves, wave nature of particles, de Broglie relation, Davison-Germer experiment, Davison-Germer experiment, that is experimental details should be omitted, only conclusions should be explained. And the chapter 8, the second last chapter, that is atoms and nuclei. First topic is alpha particles scattering experiment, Rutherford's model of atom, Bohr model, energy levels, hydrogen spectrum, composition and size of nucleus, atomic masses, isotopes, isobars, isotones. Second topic is radioactivity, alpha, beta and gamma particles or rays and their properties, decay law, mass energy relation, mass defect, binding energy per nucleon and its variation with mass number, nuclear fission and fusion. Then the last unit, electronic devices, energy bands in solids, that is qualitative ideas only, conductors, insulators and semiconductors. Semiconductor diode IV characteristics in forward and reverse bias. Diode as a rectifier. IV characteristic of LED, photodiode, solar cell and a Zener diode. Zener diode as a voltage regulator. Junction transistor. Transistor action. Characteristic of a transistor. Transistor as an amplifier. That is common emitter configuration only. And oscillator. Logic gates, OR and NOT, NAND and NOR. Transistor as a switch. So this was the syllabus of 12th class. So we have seen the syllabus of 11th class and syllabus of 12th class. Total 10 units are there in 11th class and total 9 units are in class 12. So total of 19 units are there in the physics syllabus for Neet. So I hope you will benefit from this video. So thanks for watching. Thank you very much. Best of luck for your Neet exam.